Welcome to Game Mania as we review Star Wars Battlefront 2. That's right, the game I said I would never review or even purchase because of the microtransaction controversy. So before I get into my review, let me clarify things for y'all. So I was not going to buy this game. I was totally against microtransactions. This was how I was going to stick it to EA. Well, apparently Disney got there first because the reports came out late the night before that EA had abandoned the microtransactions altogether. EA's DICE chairman or manager released a statement on it saying he removed it all from the Battlefront 2 because of all the criticism he was getting, but it may return later for a later date, so we need to keep an eye out on that. But I thought, you know what? They did what I said. EA did the unthinkable, and they got rid of it. Well, I think it's because of the lawsuit that was coming against them for gambling, but that's a discussion for another day. So I bought the game. So here is my thoughts on Star Wars Battlefront 2. I had a little over a day to play it. I played the story mode, and I played some online matches, and I gotta say, it's an interesting review I'm gonna have. So first, let's start off with the story. The story mode is very short, very, very short. You could get it done probably within 4 hours, 5 hours if you were in awe like I was. Just breathtaking vistas. You're playing a commander of the Inferno Squad called Aiden Versio. I hope I got that right. Aiden Versio? Let's try it again. Who the story really takes place after episode 6 when the Death Star gets blown up to episode 7. It's a very interesting story. It's like a connection of the two films, which I like. It's a very different perspective. I like seeing the role of a commander. It's interesting to see what happened after the Empire fell. But the story takes a very known approach. It was very underwhelming, in my opinion. Could have done much better. The character development was kind of eh. I liked Ida Versio, but she comes to be kind of annoying and predictable. And I think that's where the story mode faults. And again, it was so short. And mostly a nostalgia aspect, which I didn't like. It needs a better story mode. I think EA is on the right track with it, but we'll see how that goes. The gameplay aspect of it, the story mode, kind of very interesting. A lot of land attacks and a lot of shooting blasters. Not a lot of air battles, which is sad, but they are there in case you're interested in see them. And I'm just, like I said, story mode was very underwhelming, in my opinion. But that's neither here nor there. So, let's start off with the multiplayer. Yes, the multiplayer aspect, the one that got EA in so much trouble to begin with. The story mode was fantastic to all the fans, but the multiplayer is where it got messed up. The multiplayer, oh, the grinding. Oh, it's a grind. The progression system is terrible. It takes forever to get anything, and it seems like if you're not good at the game, or you didn't get the early access, you're already a step behind the rest of the crowd. And it's real sad because it's so hard to get the bigger level progression. So, for those who don't know, in the matches, you get battle points for each thing you do, whether kill people, survive, get things, whatever. And the more points you get, the more things you can unlock in that match, such as vehicles, aircrafts, and special characters like Jedis and the Sith. And you can use them in that battlefield. But it takes forever to get those big characters like Yoda, Darth Vader, Luke Skywalker. It is just ridiculous unless you're really good at the game to get that. And I've seen people who had a total of like 6,000 points and Yoda cost 8,000. That was the number one spot, which was odd. So that aspect of it is really bad. The progression system, the loot boxes are just ridiculous. I think they need to be done away with altogether. It's very random, not a very good thing. So yes, the multiplayer is fun. Once you get into it, if you look past all of the progression aspects and just go in and have fun, just because it's a Star Wars game, you'll have a good time with it. Very beautiful arenas to battle in. Not as much variety of modes as Battlefront 1 had, but again, a lot of those modes were just wastes of space, in my opinion. In Battlefront 1, we really got stuck down to bare minimum. You had the Galactic Assault, Galactic Assault, the Starfighter Assault, Heroes versus Villains, the Blaster, and I forget there's another one that I'm not thinking off the top of my head. But all of them are really good. Galactic Assault is probably the best one. It's the newest mode in there. Very fun to do. And they also redid Heroes versus Villains, where it's just now all heroes and villains, which is even better. So it kills me that EA made so many errors, but made things so many right at the same time. So now the performance of the game, which I think is another aspect where this game falters. There were plenty of times in the story mode where the cutscenes were just, popping in and out. They weren't moving. They were freezing on me. It was ridiculous. I'm playing on the PS4. That's the version I got. I didn't get on the PS4 Pro. I got the PS4 version, and it stuttered. It was stuttering too much for me to enjoy it. I looked past it, but something to be taken care and taken. Oh God, I can't speak today, guys. Taken into consideration when buying the game. Gameplay wise, with the performance, very beautiful game. Very, very beautiful. Graphically, 180p, 60 frames per second. Most of the time, I think it does dip a little bit here and there. I'm not a 60 frame per second guy. I'm not a big frames per second buff. I guess that's the word I can say. But like I said, the arenas where you battle in are very nice. The places you go see are very cool. New planets. And the character designs are really good. I think the facial recognitions are so beautifully done. So beautiful. I think games are coming a long way. And I understand they need money, so I'm kind of torn on that one. But great graphically. But what I did notice is there are bugs. There's a lot of slowdown in this game, though. Very much. There are times where my game would come to a complete stall, or it freeze up on me, and I'd be at a different position, like across the map. It was ridiculous how many bugs were in this game for a Star Wars game and EA game, nonetheless. And it's just sad. But as for the music and the sound of the game, very, very good. Amazing. The music of John Williams in this game, so beautiful. You open up and you're just in awe. It opens up to the shot of the cover of Darth Maul, Rey, and Iden Versio on the planet of Rogue One. I forget the name of the planet off the top of my head. And it's a beautiful score. Love it. Quick download times. Yeah, it's not really bad. Very good game. Very good game. It's a shame what happened to it with the microtransactions, the whole fiasco, and I feel like now this game is going to die in the water. People are going to play it because people are just going to say, no, not going to happen. You said you might put transactions back, and you just said no. But that's what happened. Overall, though, if I had to give it a score, I'd give it a 7. A 7 out of 10 is what I would give it. It's not bad. It's really not bad. There are many problems with it, though. And I think it's a step backwards from Battlefront 1 in a lot of ways. In some ways, it's better than Battlefront 1. The story mode, for one, is being a great thing, but, the slowdowns, there are things that's a step backwards from Battlefront 1, in my opinion, but that's just my opinion. But let me know what you guys think in the comments below. I'm very interested to see your take on it, and will you buy the game? I think it's a valid question nowadays because of all the fiasco with Belgium, Disney, microtransactions, gambling. There's a lot of things going into this game that's really attacking it. Mainstream media being one. So let me know. Tweet me at GameMania6400. I would love to hear your responses and your comments on this game. And are you having fun with that? I think that's the most important thing. Is if you're having fun, don't take my word for it. Go out and play it. That's a good choice. All right, guys. Thanks. Bye.